You're watching Netrush Report, your home for the biggest tennis stories, emotional rivalries, and the moments that define the ATP and WTA tours. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single update from the tennis world. Alexander Bublik has never been a stranger to controversy. From his trick shots, sarcastic remarks, and unpredictable outbursts, the Kazakh player has long been one of the most entertaining and divisive personalities on the ATP Tour. But now, it seems Bublik is slowly realizing that his actions go far beyond the tennis court. In a recent interview with Tennis Channel ahead of the 2025 Paris Masters, the world got to see a different side of him. A father, a husband, and a man beginning to reflect on the example he's setting for his young son. Vasily, Bublik confessed something incredibly personal. He said, "I don't like the way my son behaves because he saw me." That statement stunned fans. For a player known for sarcasm and humor, this was a moment of raw honesty. Bublik admitted that his son, born in August 2022, has started to imitate his gestures, even the bad ones, after watching him play or behave at home. And for Bublik, that realization hit hard. It was a wake-up call that he said he's starting to recognize the responsibility that comes with being a parent, especially one whose every move is seen by millions. According to him, it's time to make a change, not just for his reputation, but for his family. He admitted that maturity is slowly coming to him, and it's helping him both as a player and as a person. Fans took to social media to applaud the interview, calling it one of the most honest moments of Bublik's career. But then, just when everyone thought this new, composed version of Alexander Bublik had arrived, everything flipped. In his first-round match against Australia's Alexei Popyrin, Bublik won in straight sets, a convincing victory. But the drama wasn't about the scoreline. It was about what happened immediately after the match point. As both players walked toward the net, the usual handshake, a symbol of sportsmanship, didn't happen. Bublik completely ignored Popyrin. He shook hands with the chair umpire, picked up his gear, and raised his arms to celebrate. Popyrin stood there for a moment, visibly confused. The crowd began to boo. For many, it was a shocking sight, especially coming just days after Bublik's heartfelt interview about setting a better example. Social media exploded with reactions. Some fans said, "Classic Bublik, can't change who he is." Others argued, he must have had a reason. Maybe Popyrin disrespected him. And that's exactly what Bublik later claimed in his post-match comments. Bublik revealed that his decision to skip the handshake wasn't random. He said there are certain codes in tennis, unwritten rules of respect, and he felt Popyrin had crossed the line during the match. Bublik didn't give away all the details, but he made it clear that in his mind, some things shouldn't be done on court. To him, not shaking hands was a statement, a message. Of course, that explanation didn't satisfy everyone. Many felt it contradicted his recent comments about maturity and fatherhood. Some journalists even pointed out the irony. How could a player talk about setting an example one day and snub a handshake the next? But here's where things get interesting. That if you look deeper into Bublik's history, his emotions have always been his greatest weapon and his biggest weakness. He thrives on energy, unpredictability, and chaos. It's what makes him so watchable. When he's calm, he plays beautiful, creative tennis. When he's agitated, he self-destructs, breaking rackets, arguing with umpires, or pulling off unbelievable underarm serves just to shake things up. And that's what makes this moment so fascinating. It's not just about a handshake. It's about a player caught between two versions of himself, the showman who built his name on chaos, and the father who now wants to set a good example. You can almost sense the internal conflict in Bublik's words. He knows he needs to change. He even wants to. But on the court, when emotions run high, that transformation becomes much harder. Even some of his fellow players have noticed the shift. They've said Bublik is calmer than before, more focused, yet still unpredictable enough to keep fans guessing. This latest controversy may not be the end of his journey, but rather, part of the process of growing up under the spotlight. Tennis, after all, is filled with characters who evolved over time. Think of players like Nick Kyrgios, who has openly spoken about his struggles with behavior and mental health. Or Daniil Medvedev, who once clashed with crowds before learning to channel that energy into consistent success. Maybe Bublik is on a similar path, learning, stumbling, but still growing. His honesty about fatherhood struck a chord because it showed vulnerability, something we rarely see in tennis's bad boys. And whether you like him or not, Alexander Bublik remains one of the sport's most fascinating personalities. A reminder that behind the trick shots and sarcastic smiles, there's a man trying to figure out how to balance chaos and care for his son, little Vasily. One day he'll see these interviews, these matches, and the world will see what kind of example Alexander Bublik truly became. So what do you think? Was Bublik right to refuse the handshake with Popyrin, or did he go too far again? And can a player truly change once their reputation is set? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. That you're watching NetRush Report, your home for everything tennis, rivalries, emotions, and the stories that go beyond the scoreboard. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from the world of tennis.